Hey there everyone, I'm here today to review Gemini PS-121x DJ mixer. It's a 2-channel mixer, so you can do 2 inputs, and it can work with phono or standard component line in. It's incredibly simple, and I wanted something simple, and that's why I got it. There really is nothing to it. It just has basic volume, crossfader, and all the different, for the Q volume, for headphones of course, and then where you want to cue into 2 or 1 channel or into your mix where you're crossfading. And it does have a 2-channel equalizer on each channel, so high and low on each one. Gains, master volume, and that's the extent of it. I have it in this actual box, in this, and I have it in that, so in a bedroom it's more accessible. I don't know, it's handier than having it flat where you can't see anything. If I'm laying in bed I can just turn and adjust anything. And up here everything's up in there. So, I mean, that was just a simple thing to make because it has rack mount spots in it. So I'm actually going to take the mixer out of this cabinet and put it into its standard rack that I have it in when I'm DJing with it, or when I get bored with having it upright like this, which just leaves it so it's flat but it's tilted up a little bit, and it looks nicer that way, and it actually looks cleaner and everything, and I have my AKG headphones brand logo on there. So I'm going to do that, and I'll speed the video up for you.
When I get older, losing my hair, many years from now, will you still be sending me a Valentine, birthday greetings, bottle of wine? If I've been out till 2:45, would you lock the door? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? You'll be older too.
Alright, so back again. Changed it over. This is the DJ setup I'm talking about. So instead of being perfectly flat, it's angled up a nice amount towards you, and it just looks clean. It looks nice. It looks nice with the wood, even though it's just unfinished knotted pine. But whatever. And then talking about the AKG symbol I have on it. So that's nice, and it works. It looks nice with it, because those are the headphones I have. Now, the headphone jack for this, it is a 1/4-inch stereo headphone jack. So you can get adapters, of course, for a 1/8 inch plug to put in that 3.5 millimeter, and it changed it to 1/4 inch, and then you can put it in there. Actually, I think right here. This is what I'm talking about. 1/8 inch goes in, 1/4 inch comes out, and then you can have a standard iPod headphone. Even though someone getting this, I highly doubt would be using iPod headphones. So I just use the 1/4 inch jack in my AKGs. And it says iPod friendly because it's a basic one. Around the back, let's see if you can see that. I may have to zoom in a little bit. Whoop. There we go. That's good. Alright, so around back, like I said, you have your component inputs, the standard line-in components, and then you have your phonos, which you click it to those for phono, like a turntable or whatever. And then you have your ground, so if you were using a turntable, you have the grounding right there. So you can ground your turntable, which is nice too. Around back you also have microphone input, which is what I use this for because my microphone is 1/8 inch. And then you also have power. Power is weird on this because there is no power button. So to turn it off, unplug it. If it's hooked into direct current. You hear it, I turned it on and it goes around the speakers. I have it hooked into the unbalanced output on my Sony receiver, so I use that plug. And so when I turn the Sony receiver on, this turns on with it. When I turn it off, this turns off with it. So that's a really handy setup, but that's because it's a home audio receiver. It has that so you can kind of rack them in a home audio system. I don't know. I've never had a professional amplifier, so I don't know if a professional amplifier would have that. Maybe, maybe not. But, so yeah, that's what the deal is with that. Now as you see, 4 screws over here, and then all of these come off, like that. And so once you take this front fascia off, you can replace the crossfader, because it will die, the crossfader, they all do. Start to crackle and then just stop crossfading. And so you can replace your crossfader in it, which is nice, and just a good feature. And you can also just take it off and you can clean the whole fascia of it, which is nice. And see, these, they pop off too because they are angled, so that wouldn't work well with pulling directly up. But in general, yeah, that's the review of it. It's great, it works fine, it does everything it was advertised to do. I love it, and I think I got it for $80 with shipping back when I got it. I still have the original box and everything because I thought, hell, with that cheap of a thing, I'll keep the box because I'll probably have to send it back for something wrong, but it's been almost 2 years, so nothing wrong, and I've used it professionally a few times doing gigs, so it definitely can handle everything. But, yep, that's the review.